Hey everybody, it's Z to the E, as you can see. My god, I've been so busy these past 2 days. I was up past midnight just rearranging all the wires in my computer, trying to get everything right, and then I had to nail some things on the wall to get my Ethernet cable running through, and now I'm gonna have to replace it because my Ethernet cable's just too long, so yeah. So if you notice, I'm wearing the same clothes as I was wearing yesterday. I didn't take a shower, I only brushed my teeth once, and I took my meds, so yeah. But I actually feel very good right now. Woo! I feel alive as ever, you know? We're about to get more spook on. I wonder what the poetry's gonna be like this episode. Let's continue, shall we? Let's see, was this one? I forget what happened before. I know we just read the some of the poems, and something else was going to happen. Looked like there was a lot of foreshadowing. I typically approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Zenhorse, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Zenhorse. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Zenhorse. Maybe she's dreaming about me. That's very complimenting. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Zenhorse. I know. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? ... I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. No siree, all this dreaming and whatnot. You know, I just had a dream last night that I stabbed my sister in the passenger seat of a car because she took my cat, and yeah, it might be a little foreshadowing. You know, I might stab somebody, who knows? It is holiday, you know, time for killing. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Isn't that what I always do, though? But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey you, Natsuki? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. Oh, now? If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. Yeah, I think we did that before and it didn't work out. Yeah, then that cookie was a lie. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Yeah, I think she really wants it from me, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She... ... She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know? I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know? That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. Yeah, R. Kelly might be in there. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. Ah, the chapter ended when Minori and Alice found... Oh. Okay, guys, for some reason the game crashed, so I had to reboot it. I think R. Kelly had something to do with that. I'm watching you, Kelly. Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Ah, sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Yeah, I'd organized all my gables. Oof. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. I feel you, Natsuki. I know when you got OCD, when they move stuff around, just a slight bit really sets you off. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Ah, Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and then unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean... I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Ah! Careful! I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool will be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Yep. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. Watch, it's probably going to come collapsing down on her. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. I called it! Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Whew. That happens to me a lot too. Sometimes I'm on an office chair, which you shouldn't be. It's got the wheels and then you fall off. Ugh. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it! I don't want your help, okay? Sigh. Okay, I'm not gonna help you, alright. I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trucks over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. Ah! It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Zip it. Shh. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha, there we go. Ooh. You can see her panties now. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. What? No, she's gonna fall again. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? She said she didn't want my help. Now, okay, Miss Know-It-All. Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. Exclamation point. I can almost see up her skirt. Yeah, I can too. Maybe I should hold more than just the chair. Good. I force myself to turn away. I think she's purposely doing this just to, try to win me over. I'm on to you, girl. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the part fake girl's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Zen Horse? I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. All right. She may fall again. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? Exclamation point. You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's leg shakes. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But... I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. I called it yet again. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands, and the books go flying. I got you. Crash. Yeah, I think I might have lost my grip there. I'm sorry, guys. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of bruises from that one. Might leave some scars, too. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Ironic, my back does hurt from all the bending I did today. Oh. Yeah, you see her whole character sprite is now lower resolution because they blew it up. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gig! She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gig! Grouse, grouse. Gawk. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Hey, don't worry, Monica. Everything's going fine. We and I are just having some quality time together. Me and Natsuki. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Ah. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. Maybe the ghost of R. Kelly possessed me and caused me to do this perverted stuff. I'm not sure. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh, no. My. Eh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Oh yes, my OCD stuff really gets that, you know? You see the page bent at the corner, you just gotta like, you gotta do it. Ah, it must have landed on that page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Yeah, she looks very defeated now. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Sob. Natsuki, are you? No. Ooh, she's starting to shed tears for once. Natsuki voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Ah. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. Yeah, she still does not want my help. Unless it's convenient for her. But again, she blames me anyway. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. Ooh, look at her eyes. She looks completely different now. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just... every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... ... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Ah. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. Yeah, really strange. What is going on here, I wonder? I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I'll hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright. That should do it. Hope I don't get another canker sore. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. Aha. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. I'll save real quick so it doesn't crash again. I don't want to keep spamming the spacebar button again. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up? If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making a note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? There's that creepy face again. Ugh. Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I'll do Natsuki then, you know? We spent the whole day together, you know? I'm actually kind of liking her now, you know? She's maybe not that bad of a girl. She still has a bit wild side to her, but, you know, I guess we can get along. But, yeah, I definitely was not looking up her skirt. No, that was entirely R. Kelly's fault, man. Kelly, what's your problem? You already did it to Aaliyah. Why her? ... Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Erg. ... question mark. Is that bad? Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. Whoa, my poems impress everybody, you know? You know, I have master poetry skills, you know? You should be blown away like, oh my god, this is the best poem ever! You know? You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Ah, jealousy. Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Blink. Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Hold on, gotta adjust my chair. I'm starting to lose sensitivity here. Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. No, I'm not really trying to impress everybody, but I just happen to do because I'm so awesome at poetry and everything. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. I wonder where she's really headed. Maybe she's gonna go to the toilet and start vomiting, you know? Ooh, I'd actually vomited a couple of days ago, like a week or two ago, because I ate something like the pizza. I had too much of it and it messed up my body. Hey, Zen Horse, did you do something to Natsuki? Of course not, man. What was everybody accusing me for? Gosh. I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, it was R. Kelly, not me. So please do not get the wrong idea. No! I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? No, but I guess she thought I did. I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Zen Horse? Cheating? No, I'm not cheating, man. I don't cheat. Ugh. What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. Ha 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 ha. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? That was for everyone. You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Zen Horse wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Right? Dash. Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Zen Horse is done sharing this poem with everyone. No, I'm not. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. Oh, I think everybody does, right? In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. Oh, do not like this at all. You do not take my poetry, girl. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh. Never mind. Natsuki? I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Zen Horse is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. ... Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Alright. I'll be your beach. Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. Sorry, I'm adjusting my armrest once more. They gotta be exact right. A shore reaching beyond your sight. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Let's set you free in my windy seal. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought I had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. My lord, this is excellent. I mean, the ones before were good, but this... Oh god, I'm getting emotional off of this, literally. I wonder what you guys think too. I mean, if you're not getting tears from this, you have no soul, and you need to stop watching right now. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. It is. Haven't gone to one in years. Last time I went, it sucked, really. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Yeah, except when they screw up the boardwalk and they got all the pollution and the bad stuff, yeah. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yurley and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. God, you can go from so happy to so shitty in just 10 seconds. There's a burping coming, watch out. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Who should I show my poem to next? She's actually gonna let me show it to other people. At least I hope so. You never know, she might come snatch it again. Alright, you know what? I'll give it to Yuri. I haven't talked to her in a while. ... No, she's pretty much disappeared from the whole room because she wasn't in. Same thing with Sayori. It's like, you know, the falling down in the closet, they're like totally ignorant to all of it. Well done, Zen Horse. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this? It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. Yeah, definitely. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing this some writing myself, well, Have you learned anything about yourself, Zenhorse? Well, I learned I'm over 6 feet tall. I've grown about 2 inches. I didn't even realize until I measured myself. I realized that I am prone to anxiety attacks, and I really am not good in social situations. Oh, wait a minute, I already knew that for a long time. Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. She does. Is that so? ... Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. Huh. And about another beach. Maybe it's, maybe the next one's about a beach as well. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. See, burp. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless engine. Enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it quickly lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I know it's a bit stuttering, but it's just still difficult to read all this cursive. Just not used to writing stuff, especially when it's that thin. I am aware that beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Okay, I'll give it to Sayori. Yeah. We've been talking a lot about her, but I think it's time for the moment of truth. ... It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? I wrote it for everyone. So, everyone else, yes, everyone else who's ever lived, and then some. Probably Natsuki. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe she was listening in on our conversation, like from across the room, and she knows everything that's going on. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Zenhorse. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. She is acting a bit suspicious. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Yeah. I think we need a lot more from her than we think. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. This girl's got something on. She's got something going on, and I need to find out because it might just get me. Okay, Monica. Hi, Zen Horse. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ah ha ha ha. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. The lady who knows everything. Wow, like my mother thinks she knows everything. But she doesn't. No, no, no. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Twilit sky? Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Wow, that reminds you that Rick and Morty quote. Nobody exists on purpose, nobody belongs anywhere. Everyone's gonna die, come watch TV. Very philosophical, you know? I'm an existential nihilist, which means I believe that life has no intricate value or meaning and that there's no real reason behind its existence, which is what, what evidence shows. This resonates a lot with me. Maybe she's an existential nihilist as well. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but if it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? But if it doesn't have any meaning to begin with, does it really matter? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Ha ha ha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Like the saying goes, bad, terrible, horror, shocking news, that sells great, but good news is just boring. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. Of course, yeah, we're three-dimensional. Although we might actually be fourth-dimensional, but we can't see the fourth dimension quite yet. So there could be all parts of me everywhere that we can't even see. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can really be disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you can put so much into. Huh, no kidding. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sounds like an end of a commercial, or like one of those broadcasts that's like 30 seconds long, you know? Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. She said you three. So was she talking about the three girls, or me and those two? That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Which is what I thought. You know, something was really strange last episode, and it just keeps building up. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Well, she did leave to the bathroom, but she probably did a lot more than just pee. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Yeah, well, she didn't want my help earlier today, but ew, you know, she's getting all angry about me. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Then the fact she was also extremely creepy and she didn't want me going with her, so I said okay, so yeah, maybe you need to think about that next time. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. She'll be calling me a pervert again. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, ... Yuri, you can... Question mark. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Yeah, she can totally start harassing me for not being with Sayori like Natsuki was doing earlier. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Well, I disagree with that, but all right. ... Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help settle the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Zenhorse. The one who is truly useless. Ahaha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Modesta suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Yeah, well, she didn't take kindly to me helping her earlier, so I don't see why she's having a change of heart. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Even though that's literally what you wanted me to do 10 minutes ago. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Yeah. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Zenhorse may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Yeah, she gets it. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Zenhorse too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Zenhorse to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Yeah, she's been wanting to spend time with me, looks like. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Zenhorse, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. But of course, I'm going with, who should I choose? What do you guys think? Oh, that was a big gulp. Definitely not going with Natsuki, though. Yuri seems a bit shy, but I think Monika really wants me, and she's, a very leading person, so yeah. Definitely not going with Sayuri, though. She is terrifying. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Zenhorse was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? Well, what are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Someone please get a dictionary, because most people don't know what that word means. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We don't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. Sigh. It's technically most logical for Zenhorse to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Zenhorse? Alright then, I'm taking Yuri then. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Why wouldn't I? Natsuki. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Yeah, I saw it coming a mile away. No! I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Zenhorse? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. A little sour? I think she's feeling a lot more than just sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Zenhorse? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? ... Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. Oh, totally you didn't do anything. No! That's not what I meant at all. Oh, don't feel bad for her. Aha. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I didn't really know why Zenhorse picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. And it failed miserably. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No! I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. ... question mark. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like I should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Zenhorse. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. No, I didn't feel bad. I felt horrible that Natsuki wanted me to pick her, and I said no! And Sayori's creepy as anything, and Monika's overqualified, and you know what happened, so that's why. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? ... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if I took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. Alright, we are going to end it here. Whew, my throat is getting dry again with all this talking. Yeah, now we got Yuri coming to our house, and it looks like more stuff is up behind the scenes. Natsuki was acting awful, then she acted nice, and then she acted awful again. So she's probably going to act nice again, and then awful again after that, going by what's happening here. So perhaps next episode we'll find out more about what she's doing, and maybe you and I can do something great. And perhaps we'll find out what is going on with Sayori, because she is starting to freak me out literally. I hope she isn't planning to murder somebody, especially me. Ugh. Having all that blood everywhere? No, that girl. Ugh. Anyway, boys, this is Z to the E, and I will see you in the next video.